Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Rapid Fire. Thank you for joining, as always. Since I let it out last week about me becoming a residential real estate broker, I figured this week what we're going to talk about quickly is the reasons why perhaps you would choose me as your broker and what makes me a little bit different from perhaps others. Now, listen, over the years, throughout my career, I've worked with several different real estate brokers, and every single one of them that I've used were excellent. You would be an excellent hand with any one of them, and most of the ones that I've dealt with over the years, met at different occasions and whatnot, are excellent brokers. So I have nothing negative to say about anybody else. All I could tell you about is what makes me different, perhaps, than others, and why maybe I would be a good choice for you. So really, for those of you that know me over the years, I started off, when I came out of school, I started off as a building inspector, home inspector. So that, as a real estate broker nowadays, is actually, quite interesting to have been a home inspector and have that experience and be able to offer that experience to my clients through the eyes of a residential real estate broker. Now, there's a lot of things that I am not licensed to talk about with a client or suggest, but I can certainly point in the right direction to who they should be talking to and move on from there. So yes, I was a home inspector for many years. The reason why I decided to leave that is, listen, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole architectural part to it, the construction part, the engineered part. I love that kind of stuff. But the problem is that industry is so cutthroat. And for a lot of you that don't know, in Quebec, to become a home inspector, really anybody can do it. You sitting there watching this could go out and print cards saying home inspector and start a business, and that'd be perfectly legal. Now, for me, I was licensed. I had insurance, which was very expensive. I had a lot of overhead. So, I was charging what the industry standards were, but there's a lot of people that, didn't have these extra expenses because they didn't have the insurance and the licensing and all these things where they could undercut. So anyways, I got sick of it, and that's when I got out and decided to follow my first love, which was finance. Now, I always wanted to become a residential real estate broker. Like I mentioned in the past, it just wasn't the time because of all of the schooling I had to go through. And it made it complicated, especially when I got out of home inspections. I had a baby at the time, so it wasn't the time to be taking either day or night courses. So yes, that right there is one of a bigger advantage to any clients, if it buyers or sellers, my history as being a home inspector. Also, since then I've been a financial security advisor, and I've built a huge Rolodex of clients. Like I said, in the past, I have developers, I have flippers, I have a lot of corporate owners, I have individuals, I have a slew of different people that I know in my Rolodex that are buying, selling, that are looking. So I've brought that over into this world, and it seems to be working super well right now. I'm working with quite a few of them. So it's really something that is advantageous to, let's say, a seller that I was representing, to be able to find somebody that would fit to buy their property. And the same thing on the buyer side is knowing a lot of brokers or other individuals like developers and whatnot, where we can find you the right property that you'd be looking for. Some of the other things, being a financial advisor over the years, it intertwines into real estate a lot, like with the home buyers plan, the HBP plan. So having done so many of those over the years, I know the ins and outs of using an RRSP, towards putting down for a down payment on your home, who would be eligible, who's not. We can go through all that stuff. That knowledge I have. I'm very good with budgets, of course. As a financial advisor, we always used to do a lot of budgets, especially when we're doing financial plans for our clients and whatnot. So sticking within that budget, I'm very good at, finding the money or being able to tweak your budget. I'm very good at that as well. So we can certainly make sure that we're staying within that budget, finding you the right property, and when it comes to selling, making sure we're getting that right price to be able to get you what you need financially. The other thing, of course, like most people that get into real estate, love to negotiate. I am a type of person that I absolutely love to negotiate. Even when I go buy a new pair of shoes, it doesn't even matter what store it is. It could be the highest end store. I walk in there, I'm negotiating, and every single time I'm walking out with, I'm never paying sticker price. So it's just something that was instilled in me. I was born with. I love doing it. So that's one of the biggest things. So listen, that's a little bit an overview of why perhaps I would be a good fit for you, either buying or selling. So listen. Thank you again for watching. And of course, if you have any more questions and you want to go over anything in a little more detail, you want to find out more about me and how I can potentially help you, reach out. Here's my phone number right here, email, and website. I'll put right at the bottom there. And anytime, give me a call and I'd be more than happy to help. Thanks everybody. And I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your week. Take care.